The 12th presidential election was between November 2nd and December 5th, 1832. This election consisted of 4 political parties. These parties consisted of the Democratic, National Republican, Nullifier, and Anti-Masonic parties. President Andrew Jackson ended up having to deal with a constitutional crisis while he was president. South Carolina ended up passing tariffs, but Jackson did not believe that states could pass tariffs without the federal government's permission. Andrew Jackson was automatically chosen as the Democratic Party's nominee. As vice president, Calhoun happened to disagree with Jackson on many policies, and it was widely disapproved of. He was replaced with the U.S. Minister to Great Britain, Martin Van Buren. The National Republicans chose Kentucky Senator Henry Clay to be their presidential nominee, and former representative of Pennsylvania's 2nd District, John Sargent. The Anti-Masonic Party chose former U.S. Attorney General William Wirt as their presidential candidate, and former Attorney General of Pennsylvania, Amos Elmacher, as their vice presidential candidate. The Nullifier Party was a protest party against Andrew Jackson's stance on South Carolina's tariffs. Governor of Virginia John Floyd was chosen as their presidential nominee, and economist Henry Lee was chosen as their vice presidential nominee. Jackson was liked by most southern states except South Carolina. He constantly attacked the federal bank to its involvement in American politics. This made him unpopular in Pennsylvania, as that is where the bank was headquartered. As Jackson's opposition was divided into 3 parties, it was easy for him to pull off a victory. Andrew Jackson won 54.23% of the popular vote and 76.57% of the electoral vote, while Jackson was only voted for by half of voters. A supermajority of states voted for Jackson. While Jackson did lose a share of the popular vote since the last election, he did perform better on the electoral vote. This election was more polarizing than the last due to the argument of states' rights being the main issue again.